Hello everyone, welcome to On Track with UW Math. I'm here with a very special guest.
I'm Veer. I'm the Maths Org Press, and I'm a third-year statistics student. So nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. All right, now we have a burning question for our viewers. What's your UW Math hot take?
First year speak. It all goes downhill from there. But it doesn't have to be that way. I feel like a lot of people put a lot of emphasis on just studying. But hey, go out once in a while. Meet your friends. Go out for dinner, Make your first move. Meet a girl. Anything. And that will make your life better. With a lot of stuff that happens around the world, that is happening around the world, I think it's time that we reminisce about how good things can be, right? And how good can be if you make them good. I feel like it's a conscious decision that a lot of people make to go out there, have fun, right? And make most of their time, right? A lot of learning doesn't necessarily happen in the textbook, but I guess it becomes easier to understand a linear path than it is to understand a non-linear path, right? I feel like a lot of people put a lot of emphasis on performing in first year, but it doesn't have to be that way, And first year is mainly for adapting, mainly for changing, mainly for getting better, right? And so, if anything else, I remember I never have a roommate, but I had a lot of floor mates. A lot of them just banging on the walls at 3 a.m., waking me up. A lot of them just, squirting shampoo on my door for some reason. Which is weird.
That's different. I've never heard of that one.
Yeah? Oh, you don't want to know about it. But I feel like a lot of good can happen once you get out there.
Yeah.
And I guess a wise man once said, life makes a lot of sense when you look at it backwards rather than forwards.
Yeah.
So even if things don't make sense right now, just know they're gonna get better.
That's a great words of wisdom. Thank you for that. I really like what you said about, I think being in first year, starting at university, there's the academic part of it, but there's also just the power of being on a university campus. That's such a privilege. And I think harnessing, that hopefulness that you have for the future is very important as a student. So my question for you is, when things get challenging, when school gets challenging, how do you stay hopeful?
Go take a walk. It's the easiest decision to make. I feel like once you're out there, once you're outside of an environment that you build yourself in, could be your room, could be your phone, could be the laptop that's in front of you, could be the ton of books on the table, right? Once you get yourself out of that, you understand how meaningful life can be, I completely understand there's a lot of pressures going around, right? A lot of students have financial pressures. A lot of students are struggling academically with co-op. I'm definitely struggling with co-op, right? But I feel like everything gets put into perspective the more you talk to other people, the more you, randomly decide to pick up a watch and just go out for a walk, right? Distance yourself from the things that's bothering you. Not take them out of your mind, but just distance yourself. And I think it really helps.
So you mentioned you're in stats.
Yes, I am.
So what's that like?
I've taken a lot of math courses. Nothing straightforward more than stats, to be honest. You look at a table, you know exactly what the data is telling you. But outside of that, I've taken pure math classes. I've taken A math classes. None of them just stick with me like stats does. I feel like there's a lot of real-world applications to it.
So what's your favorite course you've taken in your program?
Stats 233, I'm taking that right now, stochastic processes. It's really fun. Finance has been something that I'm involved in. So understanding more so the calculation that happens behind option pricing and, derivative calculus and all that stuff. That's really exciting, yeah.
So you're Math Soc president.
Yes, I am.
What made you want to be Math Soc president? What inspired you?
I guess I was coming off from being a VUSA ICSN coordinator, and so I thought, hey, Math Soc something I've never divulged in, and I decided to kind of force myself to taking the hardest position there was. But trust me, it's been fun. It's been real fun. I have a lot of execs around me. I have a lot of volunteers around me, and this semester by far I've been very lucky with how Math Soc has progressed, with the direction that we've been taking. And I'm going to be sticking around for a while, Math Soc interests me and I want to be involved in this long-term scale, yeah.
That's awesome. So what are some of your daily duties as Math Soc president? What do you do?
Attend a lot of meetings, sign a lot of check requests, but more so than that, it's more so talking to execs. Sometimes there's also communication with the faculty, with the dean, right? That's really interesting. You get to be up to date with what's happening, what the society is doing, what the faculty is doing, right? And you just get to be a voice for all the students out there, it's easy making a decision for yourself. It becomes a bit harder making a decision for everybody, right? But you need to understand that it's for the best interests of everybody. Just keep making, just making decisions like that and signing a lot of check requests. Thank you, Ivana, for submitting those. Oh man, it's a lot. But that's practically it.
What kind of events did you guys get to put on this term?
So we did therapy dogs, one of our most popular events. You guys get to play around with dogs. Definitely very stress-free environment. And then I also did sex toy bingo. Yeah, I was the main caller. So if you guys recognize me from that, please. But yeah, I think I did a good job. In that. Yeah.
That's great. And in the future, do you have any ideas for like events that you might want to put on later on?
Yeah.
What are you thinking?
We were thinking mainly there's going to be a month-long photography competition.
Nice.
Yeah, that's something that we had in mind, especially for the summer. Want to help you guys go out more. But there's a lot of events in the pipeline, definitely. A lot more ambitious than the other ones. But you'll hopefully see them on our Instagram. Yeah.
I want to ask if someone out there is watching and wants to be MathSoc president.
Yes.
What advice would you give them, and what do you think? Yeah, what's your biggest piece of advice, I guess?
It can seem daunting, but take the step. Nothing as much rewarding as it is being pres. You get to be in a lot of events. You get to have a face for the faculty, for the society. Take the step, right? Be more involved with the society that you're enrolled in. Be more involved with the decisions that impact you and impact practically every other math student at the campus. And take the first step. If you want to reach out, you're always free to reach out. I'm always available on Discord, on email. Got any questions, you can always reach out. But it's definitely not as daunting as it may seem. It's always hard taking the first step, but the more steps you take, it becomes easier. Yeah.
Totally agree. With anything in life, honestly.
Oh, anything in life. I mean, always taking the first step is difficult.
Do you want to shout out some of your execs, some people you've met on MathSoc?
For sure. Thank you, Rose. You've been a great help. I know I've been pestering you so much with everything. Thank you, Sam. She's been a great VPA. If you got any problems, always reach out to her. Hopefully you don't have problems. Amy, she's been a great VPI. Some of the most amazing events that we've had this semester have been all her. Ivana, always up to date with check requests, keep sending me more. And Andy, he's had such a good office this time around. We have so many good volunteers, and keeping them happy can be a task sometimes, but he's such a good person. He's easy to talk to, he's easy to communicate with. And Xavier, last but not least, our VPC, always keeps up to date with marketing. And so thank you all, you guys. It would not have been as good a semester as it was if not for you guys. Yeah.
Perfect. Yeah. Shout out MathSoc execs. Y'all are awesome. Putting together great stuff all the time, events and all sorts of socials. What's your dream co-op position?
Oh, dream co-op position? Anybody that hires me. But dream co-op is definitely as a financial analyst somewhere. Right now I'm more in the data analytics field. Trying to venture into something like that. Yeah.
How many co-op terms have you done so far?
So I've done 2. This is gonna be my 3rd in the summer. Okay. Yeah.
So where have you worked, and what has been your favorite co-op position you've had so far?
So the first one was VXLerate. The second one was at ColorTech as a regulatory assistant. So essentially, imagine you're a shampoo bottle manufacturer, right? You want your shampoo bottle to be neon green. Right? You want the color, you have the color in mind, you just don't know how to get there to make that color. So you'll reach out to ColorTech, you'll be like, hey, can you guys get us the neon green color, right? So we'll manufacture pellets for you, and you can add that in your production molding and you can get it to be that color. I used to essentially work with them as a regulatory guy, working on their USMCA. So it was around tariff season, so they had a lot of need reporting that. And worked alongside FDA approvals, kosher approvals, stuff like that. Yeah.
Were all your co-ops in Waterloo?
No, so this one is Brampton. Yeah. Met a lot of good people there. Still in touch with them. Yeah.
I always say shout out Brampton, one of the greatest cities in Ontario, the backbone of Ontario, probably. Honestly, I love Brampton.
Yeah.
I grew up there. makes sense. Okay, so we're on the Ion right now, obviously.
Second ion of the day, guys. Second ion of the day. But yeah,
It's like my fifth because I commute via Ion. So usually on shoot days I'm on the Ion for like most of the day. It's really funny. Since we're on the Ion, do you use the Ion often?
I use the bus more, but the Ion always been a favorite of mine. Yeah. If you ever have to go to Kitchener, hey, just hop on the Ion, guys. Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah. So my question I usually ask guests is, what's your favorite Ion stop?
What's my favorite Ion stop? Kitchener Public Square.
Public Square.
Yeah.
I think is it coming up here, Kitchener Market?
Come up.
So that's also one of my favorite stops. Funny you say that.
Yeah.
Is there a specific reason why?
I feel like the park's really good down there. It's a good walking spot. It's a good spot to just explore. And I guess guys also forget that Kitchener is so close to you, right? Or you get so stuck up in Waterloo that you're gonna get tired of it. Hey, just hop on down to Kitchener. Always welcoming.
I've never actually been to the park at Kitchener Market Square, but I do know lots of good like coffee shops and like vintage stores around that area. So that's why I put it on my the top of my list.
Yeah.
Is there any other hidden gems like coffee shops or any other spots that you like to frequent to study or just to hang out with friends?
Shinwa. I feel like Shinwa isn't talked about enough. Go to a restaurant. Guys always go there. Keep making them earn big bucks. Outside of that, there's the farmers market. The Kitchener's farmer market. And that's sick.
Yeah.
I like to visit there sometimes on Saturdays. Not really a study spot, but you get to meet a lot of cool people. There's this hot tamale girl restaurant there. They make the sickest tamales. Really sick, yeah.
I've heard of that. This is actually not the first time that's been mentioned on the show.
Really?
I think somebody else also was saying that there's a spot there, Kitchener Market. I actually think that might have been like the third episode, which is so funny. That's a huge callback. Thank you so much for joining us on Track.
Thank you, Marissa. Thank you, Carter. Thank you guys for inviting me. I hope this was good. Yeah.
Great. Thanks.